All right, guys, we're here in Asuncion, Paraguay. I'm gonna give you a warning. This is not a travel video. This is not a recommendation of things to do. This is not a highlighting of the place, peoples, or cultures. This is us walking around with a 6-hour layover outside of the airport here in Paraguay. That's it. That's all it is. We're not going to highlight food, people,
Basically,
nothing.
don't watch this video. It's worthless. No, I'm just kidding. We're going to go to McDonald's. We're going to see if we see anything interesting along the way and try to see if we can count this as having visited Paraguay, because we're a little bit strict on what we actually count as having visited a place.
So, we're here in Paraguay. I will give you everything I know about the place. They had the War of the Triple Alliance, which led to 90%, 90%, put the number on the screen, 90% of the male population dying. This country, show a map right now. This country thought it could beat Brazil, Argentina, and Uruguay in a war. Surprisingly, they lost badly.
Show a map of borders before and after war.
They lost a little bit of land to not Uruguay, but they lost land. I think they might even have had a historical dispute with Bolivia. Look, they had a rough time at the time. Next up, obviously most of the men were dead. What'd they do? Mass immigration. All right, you got a bunch of immigrants. How are you gonna assimilate them? Well, you mandate interracial marriage. It was mandatory to marry outside of your racial group for a period here in Paraguay. The only country that's ever done that, where you had to marry, if you were white, you could marry black or native, or if you were native, you had to marry black or white. That it had to go down that way, had to. And it worked for them. They seemed fairly homogenous. Another thing, they got an official language. It's Guarani. Guarani, a native South American language, is co-official here with, I think, preference even possibly to Spanish. So,
And it's actually spoken. It's not just a
it's not like
thing.
Irish.
Yeah, it's not a symbolic thing. It's
Yeah.
actually spoken here.
It's spoken by the majority.
Even coming into the airport.
This is their flag.
Even coming into the airport, they had everything in English, Spanish, and Guarani
And I think maybe Portuguese also.
because of our flight from Brazil.
Yeah. They believe in Catholicism here. It's a Catholic country, former Spanish colony. I think I saw this on Wikipedia a while ago, so I might be a little bit wrong, but like 60% of the country, 60% of the country lives in the Asuncion area within 100 kilometers of right here. Where we are right now is 60% of their population, I do believe. All that being said, I really don't think I know anything else about this people.
I have a point to make. The city of Asuncion is situated in an interesting location. Paraguay being a landlocked state, the city is situated on a river bordering Argentina. So it's doing the best it can as far as
And I think that
trade
river goes out to Uruguay. I think that was part of the war issue.
I'd say it's a pretty interesting country historically, and also it's just not talked about very much because it's not a major player anymore because of its horrible defeat.
Yeah, I think that war, the War of the Triple Alliance, people called it for a while like the Prussia of South America because it stood against literal giants. Brazil is 47% of South America physically, and they fought them plus some more.
I guess we could talk about the interesting revanchism stuff too. I don't know if it's a big movement here in Paraguay. We haven't gotten to talk to people yet. But there are huge, there's a huge Guarani speaking community in Brazil. I'll throw the numbers up right now. And the argument could definitely be made that Paraguay is a state for the Guarani speaking people. So maybe that's already a big thing.
I'll say I think this is probably the cleanest country. We haven't gone far outside of the airport, but so far it looks like the cleanest country in South America we've been to. Well, we're at McDonald's. Justin picked it out. This is where he wanted to eat. I'm just getting a drink. This is supposed to be a Sprite product, actually. So,
mine's like a green apple Sprite. And you got what? What fruit is that?
I don't know. I think it's just said fruit.
Oh, this is nice.
That's all right.
And then I got the best looking. There's two burgers that we don't have in America. I got the best looking one. It looks pretty fucking good, actually. Yeah, that's a really good item. That's really, really good. It's just super cheesy and it has a sauce and bacon. I mean, it's just a good burger. That's solid.
We've always got to make sure we get Justin's favorite part of any culture.
McDonald's.
McDonald's.
I've tried McDonald's in like 19 countries now. Actually, maybe I've tried McDonald's in like 15 countries now. I got to keep the tradition alive.
It's true. It's unbreakable now. They even have mayonnaise. They got TGI Fridays, they've got Pizza Hut, they've got McDonald's, they've even got Christmas. You would really think you were just in some place in Florida or something. It's very clean here, well maintained. Maybe we're in a nice part of town? I don't know. We're gonna go check out a little bit more of it. Well, we're walking around down in the center of the city now of Asuncion, and there's a lot of kids out, like college-age kids, but
It is a
they're
Saturday night.
yeah, it's super clean. It's really nice. Very beautiful city. Everybody's pretty orderly. Doesn't seem like anybody's getting too rowdy, so not bad.
We might have rose-tinted glasses on because we just came from Brazil, but it seems to me that the streets are extremely clean.
Everybody's got their Christmas wishes.
On the Christmas Plaza. Back it up and show the tree.
Rio Negro.
And this is right in front of the National Bank.
Yeah. Well, our next destination is here. One of the governmental buildings of the country. It's nice. They got some soldiers out front and some lights on it. Looks cool. This is the building that was used during the War of the Triple Alliance by Brazil to occupy and administer Paraguay. They have a little manger set up here for Christmas. Here's something for their independence, 1811, 14th of May. Right here we have the National Cathedral pretty much. The area that we're in is the downtown near Chile Street. It's
right next to the university, the Catholic University.
Yeah, which is where the cathedral is. Makes sense. Yeah, there's a lot of kids out, a lot of students out enjoying it. It's Friday night,
Saturday morning. Yeah, really cool. Seen some bats out here. Honestly, I didn't expect Asuncion to be this nice. I'm a little bit
got spider webs all
impressed.
over me.
I'm a little bit impressed with this city. I think it's really nice.
Covered in spider webs. I'm Spider-Man. One last little tidbit. The city is built directly on the border of Argentina. Like, it's literally right next to Argentina. So
if we had more time, we'd go and show you Argentina. We'd probably cross right into it. There's a city on the other side too. You could probably walk across.
Yeah.
Like a bridge across the river.
Why? Well, that's gonna be it from here. This isn't a definitive things of Paraguay. It looks like Justin just pointed out that skyscraper looks almost abandoned, and I noticed actually it looks like there's some fucking huts down there, some huts that maybe less fortunate people live in. It might not all be roses and sunshine here, but for us, it looked really nice, very clean. Cleanest place we've been this whole trip. Cleanest place I've ever been in South America. Yeah.
Something
nice,
I thought was really
nice
interesting
town.
walking around, there's a lot of armed guards with like rifles, which is good for safety.
They're all at government buildings, it seems like.
Yeah, and the university.
Yeah, the university has one.
But yeah, it's just interesting. I don't think you'd see that in other South American countries I've been to. Maybe like the government buildings.
Probably has a lot.
Yeah, probably Venezuela. I haven't been there though. The government buildings, that makes sense. But yeah, it's just interesting. I think there's a lot more to delve into with Paraguay, obviously. We're just scratching the surface because of the layover. So if you enjoyed the video, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe.
If you're lucky, maybe I'll eat a Paraguayan thing at the airport, but probably not. Well, this part of the world is known for its empanadas, so I got a very simple one. I got a cheese one. Argentines will tell you that they're the best in the world at empanadas. So let's throw out a Paraguayan one. I've never had Argentine ones in Argentina. I've had Argentine ones in America, of course. Okay, it's ham and cheese, so it's even better than I thought. It's not bad. The outside, I'll say this, the Argentine ones I've had in America, in San Diego, are actually better. I'll give that to Argentina. That's one in the books for them. Next, I have cake. It's a little bit dry, but it is at a bakery here at the airport on the outside before security. It's got a very slight note of sweetness, but mostly it's just kind of a dry cake. Not too impressive. That's Paraguayan food, I suppose.